go with it as Kyle's, which is fine.
But do you think wide is the name of the map, or is that just like...
Now I can't hear Galen at all.
I mean, it could. There we go.
Shit.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
I listened to this song last night.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Duran Duran.
Let them come.
That gameplay was done in draw.
Are you gonna make a grenade launcher back?
Stuff like this. Yeah. Could be a kill streak.
Is this multiplayer or campaign?
The multiplayer.
Go, go, go!
Okay, that's pretty dope.
This is pretty nice.
Secure the sub.
And the left.
Oh, nice. Shotguns are back. Tingle.
Strike inbound.
Alright, this looks really cool.
Ah, shit. Soviet convoy disabled.
Fucking
I'll
things.
drive.
This next thing.
Keep pushing. Yo, over here.
RSDXC, baby.
Okay, there's Nathan's helicopter. Nice.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Alright, it's October 8th.
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s. But it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars. Deniable operations that deploy around the world. Signature combat tailored to how you play. Connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw, and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books, and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, And by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative...
Okay, good. Another winter map. I've missed those.
Fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert.
I know, right?
Battles that unfold on the
Look at this
neon-soaked
map.
streets of Miami's famed
Oh.
South Beach.
That's a nice
Deniable ops
Evermore
are the
map.
Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books.
I kind of missed the
We've
whole
selected
Soviet
5
thing
maps to
in
give
Call of
you a
Duty.
small taste of
Yeah,
the
it's kind of what it was
brand
built
Deniable
off
Ops
of,
are making
honestly.
multiplayer.
Absolutely.
Later today, you'll see them playing. But here's a few of my teammates to share what they loved most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
I'm Kendall Snow, Associate Level Designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, Producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, Senior Level Designer.
In Satellite, a top-secret American recon satellite
Has lost power
Okay, so
and
it's Africa.
crashed in the deserts of Angola. With higher DJI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
what I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who
Alright,
wants
so
it
this
wants to
satellite
run
map's gonna be a
toward you
large
because
one.
it's raised higher than the rest of the
Open.
map.
Looks beautiful, though.
Probably gonna be like
Usually
Madagascar
one
map.
of two ways.
Yeah,
All
that reminds me.
full
That's
hand
exactly what I was
dominating
thinking
I think it's
about.
gonna be that size of
Or
a
in
map.
objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
Oh, it's just gonna be a sniper
I'll
map.
be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been a big fan of close quarters combat, and there is great cat and mouse style
That's
gameplay
mine.
in
Shotgun
Satellite.
sub.
The crash satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up.
Next time.
East and West collide on the open seas in a top-secret mission.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor.
The calm waters of
I just wanna know how we're using
explode
the,
into massive naval
speedboats.
conflict as players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats. Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
So is that you're gonna have to have a
Hidden
teammate
safe
driving
houses
and you
been
shooting on?
discovered right in the heart of the U.S.
Yeah, probably.
Not gonna have to be
The
a
shadow of Moscow's opulent train station.
a dual.
With Spetsnaz dispatched, the
Attack
area
almost?
has gone hot.
So the Moscow map is set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
Is Moscow?
First thing I do is run right to the center, because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic 3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
January 17th, 1984. This location is
I'm excited for
heavily
this
I
one.
like to hear,
There's
I like
like
to hear
nice-
camping
famous,
stuff. I like
or
that.
perhaps infamous Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark shadow
Oh,
lanes,
Miami. I'm in
go out on the
Miami.
beach, out into the
If
ocean,
Pitbull isn't a character
Dive
in
the
this
water
map,
and
I'm
wait
gonna be
along
very
with
upset.
ghosts to get the job on the other
Hudson.
side.
or you can just go right down the street.
Yeah, Hudson and
past the
Pitbull
neon
together, that'd be
light.
alright. Nice.
Dude, you should put in Miami Vice, Sonny
First time I
Crockett.
played through Miami,
Pitbull is a
I could hear this
skin
80s nightclub
for
music playing through
Hudson.
the walls of
Oh,
the
yeah.
buildings. The little details make it lifelike, and it becomes this
Yo,
joy
but what
to
about Mr.
experience.
Basically, my goal is to
Is there gonna
never
be
be
wall
on
leaning
the
in
main
this?
street in the center, because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell. So I always go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players.
It looks really
You'll
nice.
see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s.
If I find out what this girl's number is, can you guys please let me know?
Who's Brittany?
Yeah.
In Crossroads,
I am single,
NATO
and
is
I
a
am
large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
a fun
Special
guy.
Forces dispatch alongside MI6.
Guys, looking for a
ambush
PSN name so we can play with
secure
it.
the weapons before all
Yeah.
hell breaks loose.
Uzbekistan.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots-on-the-ground feel that feels pulled from the
This almost looks like Summit.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
Now, that should be the end of our show. But this wouldn't be a Black Ops
Uh-oh.
multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does.
What are we
but
gonna
for
see?
over 10 years, Black Ops is also
Yeah.
something else. A game that
Zombies?
consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. Our
No,
team
not zombies.
relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer
Could be.
new types of multiplayer experiences.
It's gotta be.
In Black
Multiplayer
Ops
zombies?
Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called Fireteams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bombs positioned around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
Is that almost a small scale blackout?
Yeah. The music's. I like the music.
That almost seems like a small scale war zone or a blackout.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
Yeah, rocket launch is gonna be so critical in this game.
Oh, that's good. Go, go, go! Time to punch that time card. Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
See, make sure you're running a C4 in all your classes.
Yeah. Some sort of explosive.
I'll drive.
Let's pop and take the war round. That's how we go. Keep pushing. Go over here.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access
Yeah,
to the Woods
beta
Operator
October
Pack
8th.
in Modern Warfare and
That
Warzone.
map looks dope. Euro Mountain map.
There's our zombie spoiler.
That looks dope, man. I like. I was never a huge zombies guy, but
I really like zombies. Again, I love Transit.
you like Transit. Transit was such a bad map, though.
I love Transit.